Ačāla. Another day, another SCP-3008 release. Another video. Actually, that's kind of an oxymoron. This is version 0.3.1, and that means if there were a release every day, I'd have been playing this for 31 days, and I barely played the game 5 times. I'm actually fairly confident I understand what to do in the game now. I mean, it's by no means finished, and I totally respect that. But at least now I think I have a clearer mind as to what exactly the game is going for. Okay, so on the Patreon screen right now, sync, space, good. Okay, so this was actually a couple days ago, but I didn't hear about it because I was working at the time. 0.3.1 is out. This update improves the staff AI and fixes some important bugs. It also comes with a shortcut to directly change the graphics settings. Which, that's one of the things I said originally and initially, is that I felt that the staff didn't have too much AI. So in this version, he also made it so that F1 can close or reopen the controls, because I didn't pay attention to anything under E, and I have that complex to where, even though I can read underneath it in my mind, I have no idea what it said, and I can't remember. So that being said, F1 to close and reopen, good move, I like it. And F2 to load up all this stuff. However, this did reset my audio settings, so when it goes from day to night, like so, that's 5. That is loud. That is so loud. If I weren't ready for it, it could actually damage my ears, I think. Not too sure. Also, as for the carts, I'm not going to bring up that the pattern gets kind of screwed up on the side. Not even going to bring that up. Yeah, I know it's an oxymoron. I care about stuff like this. So it was, let's see here. Yeah, right click. And you can actually use the cart like that. That's the first time it ever made that sound. And if you're standing behind the cart, he will not eat it. Also, I found out that it is in fact possible to kill a staff 1 minute. Still loud. Spawned behind me this time. Yeah, so it is possible to kill a staff with... What the hell? Why'd the color palette change? This has never happened before. This is going to be a very interesting video. So long as there's not some random face jump scare like, I don't know, 087. And the staff are back to spawning. I'm actually very glad to see that the staff are back to spawning. I just was really unsure as to why they were spawning onto these shelves in the first video I did. But it is possible to kill these guys before night. And I highly recommend doing it just simply because then you don't have to deal with them later. Okay, so there's 2 more staff somewhere in here. And I have no idea where they are. I don't know how to triangulate them. And the lights are going to shut off in about 2 minutes, I guess. So there's that to worry about. And with it being as loud as it is, that's going to be an actual jump scare. Pause menu is still pretty much the same. Not that I'm complaining. Let's see, is there anything else? Oh yeah, I need to see about that. Alright, well there's food over here. Let's try that. Putting an object in your inventory. Okay, so F Huh. I guess you can just only straight up consume food or put it in the cart. You can't put it in your inventory. I am really anticipating the lights right now. That's my number one thing that I'm scared about. See, this is exactly why I hate jump scares. I don't know when to expect it, but I know it's coming. And putting it out of my mind doesn't do anything to help with that feeling of helplessness. It just amplifies it. That was slightly more tolerable than I thought it would be. But now the obedience is just so much louder that I just immediately have to put it back to the music. The nighttime obedience is louder than me talking. I'm going to try something. I'm going to try and see how far I can get. So first of all, not that one. Okay, 3, 6. Okay. Let's see how high we can get. I'm aiming for 256. What? There's 150 staff. What the hell? So it's directly proportionate to how long you've been in the game? And now it's going at like 4 frames a second. Wow. Okay, so it's 3. And then immediately goes back up. Marvelous. So I've been in here for over 2 months now. And still spawning. They're still randomly spawning. Oh, I see what you're doing. I see exactly what you're doing. I like that. They spawn more frequently the more time you've been in the game. So the reason they were spawning in the first place is because I've been in the game for like 10 days. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. I love you for that. I do not, however, love having like 417 staff that completely respawn the second I kill them all. I'm not going to call that an oversight in development because it's only following the numbers. Bravo, though. Bravo. This is shaping up to be a great game. The lights are going to shut off in about 2 minutes, I guess. So there's that to worry about. And with it being... Alright, I'm going to call it here. I made it 73 days. And I'll just press 4. Which, I get the inside joke for that, by the way. In China and Japan, there's no 4th floor because it's associated with death. It goes 1, 2, 3, 5. So I get the inside joke for that. That was marvelous. I found out something that I didn't know. I got to use the shopping cart. I got to see some stuff. I'm looking forward to this as an online survival game. I don't know if it will be online because the procedural generation might be a bit much for some computers. I'm really looking forward to seeing the progression of the game. Right now it's just this little pre-alpha stage and I love it. I love it for what it is right now. I look at things as if it was on the shelf. I paid $60 for it. What did you do wrong? That's the way I've been trained to look at stuff. I need to look at this more in the light of, this is a pre-alpha game. This is free to the public. One day it might be on Steam, and it might be several dollars, probably more along the lines of 10 than anything else. But, yeah, I need to start looking at it like that. Looking forward to your latest updates, and thank you for featuring me in the last video that you did, the reactions video. Even though my reaction was kind of subpar. I'm not good with jump scares, I just kind of lurch. That said, I'm looking forward to the next update that you do. I know I said that before, but I really am. Ačāla,